Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ebony. I am a spiritual life coach and human design reader, enthusiast, obsessor, all of the above. And today, in this video, we're going to be talking about reflectors, the unicorns of human design, and just some things that I see that are knocking you out of alignment as a reflector that we just want to, just want to tweak, get into place, So if you are interested in learning more about that, make sure you subscribe to my channel because we love human design and we love talking about it. So make sure you don't miss any of the conversations because they're gonna be juicy. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and jump in. The first thing that I see reflectors doing is rushing into making decisions. As a reflector, you are meant to take your sweet time when it comes to making decisions, especially when those are big decisions and they involve other people. You're not meant to make impulsive decisions, okay? You're not a manifestor or a manifesting generator. You need to take your time. You need all of the clarity before you make a decision. You're also a lunar being. Well, everyone else, projectors, generators, they are solar beings, but you are a lunar being, which means you have to take your time, and you have to be okay with having to take your time. Do not pressure yourself, and don't let other people pressure you into making quick and fast decisions when it big things like, what I want for dinner, what am I gonna, like small things you can decide on the spot. But like if it's like, do I want to move? Do I want to, I don't know, sell my house? Do I want to get a new car? Those are the kinds of things that you really need to. You really need to make sure that you have complete clarity on a decision before you make it. So do not let people pressure you into making quick decisions. Do not pressure yourself into like, oh, I have to decide on this right now, or da-da-da. No. Take your time. Take your time. As a reflector, when you're making a big decision, you need to take your time. And that's just that. So a lot of the time with what's going on in the world right now, a lot of the time with reflectors, I tell them to track the lunar cycle. So like track, the cycle of the moon and where it is, and see what your energy is like during each kind of phase of the moon, and see how you feel in each of those times. And that you'll start to notice a pattern, and you'll start to know, okay, this is the best time for me to make a decision, and this is not a good time for me to try and make a decision. Because you're as a reflector, you're very much ruled by the moon and the lunar cycle. So tracking that is going to be very helpful, and just allowing yourself to need time. Give yourself permission to need time. Okay? So that's one. Another thing that I see from reflectors is seeing their sensitivity as a weakness. Listen, as a reflector, your ability to sense and feel what other people are feeling is massively powerful. That is literally your superpower. The rest of the society needs that from you. So like hiding it or being ashamed of it, or like trying to, downplay it, no. You literally, we need your sensitivity so that you can tell us what we're doing well and what we need to improve upon. That's your superpower as a reflector. And That's a lot of what you do. So you can't see that as a weakness. You have to embrace that you are meant to feel all the things, because that's how you contribute to society. That's how you are able to help make everyone around you better, is by feeling the things and reflecting it back. There's nothing wrong about that. There's nothing weak about that. Literally, you're the only type that's able to do that. Like, that's amazing. So don't see that as a weakness. That is a strength. That is magical. Like, I don't know what you've heard, but that's magical. So embrace your superpower, embrace your sensitivity, embrace your ability to feel everything. Like, what? You feel everything and you don't self-destruct? What? Sounds magical to me. So that's the second thing. The third thing that I see reflectors doing is staying in environments and situations that do not feel good to them. And the reason why that's important is that you are always taking in and reflecting the things that are around you. So if you're constantly in situations where you don't feel good, you're constantly going to be taking in that energy. And you're constantly going to be taking in that energy, and it's going to get very, very draining for you if you're constantly taking in all this energy that does not feel good to you. So you need, as a reflector, you need to take such great care into consciously cultivating your environment, cultivating the people around you, the people you hang out with, the people you spend your time with. You need to make sure that everyone you're around, everyone in your circle, makes you feel good. Every environment you put yourself in, that you feel good. And stop continuing to put yourself into environments where you don't feel good. Because like I said, you're taking all of that in. So if you're always putting yourself in places where you're taking in all this energy that feels heavy and that feels restrictive, how long do you think it's going to take for you to just burn out from taking in all that crap? How long? I really want to know. How long do you think it's going to take? Not long, I can tell you right now. So make sure that you are consciously cultivating your environment, consciously cultivating the people who are around you, because you are so sensitive to it. You are so sensitive to all the energy around you. You need to make sure that you're doing your absolute best to not be in situations and environments that feel bad for you or feel draining to you. And the more you do this, you're going to have access to more energy that's going to help you get where you want to go, as long as you're keeping yourself in environments where you feel expansive and abundant, you know, rather than feeling restricted and constantly feeling drained. So that's a big thing that I see for reflectors. And the last thing that I see for reflectors is constantly clinging to one identity rather than allowing themselves to tap in to all of the energy and become that energy. So like I mentioned before, as a reflector, your superpower is being able to feel the things and then reflect the things back to the people around you. And this means that most of the time when you're around other people, a lot of the energy that you're feeling, a lot of the energy that you're putting out is not yours. And that's okay, because that's what you're meant to do. You're meant to take it in and then reflect it. So it's not really in your design to try and cling to, oh, this is who I am, this is who I'm supposed to be in every single environment, I have to be this person, because this is me, this is who I am, so I have to go into every environment and remember who I am. You really don't, though. You really don't though. You as a reflector, you have the ability to have your own identity and still feel all the things from everyone else and reflect that. You have that ability. You are able to go into an environment, take on the energy of everyone in the room, reflect back to them everything that you're feeling, and then come out of that and still be who you are. That is your superpower. But if you're so busy trying to cling to who you are, you're now cutting yourself off from the entire thing that makes you a reflector, which is your ability to reflect. You're cutting yourself off from that because you're afraid of losing yourself. You can't lose yourself. You can't lose who you are. But temporarily, when you're in environments with other people, you will take in other people's energy and reflect it. That is okay. You have to be okay with kind of, being this chameleon, being this kind of being, this mirror that just kind of, takes it in, reflects. Takes it in, reflects. Takes it in, reflects. You don't have to pressure yourself to always be one person and be yourself in every situation. Just be who you are. No. You can be him, her, them, all at one time. And still be you. Just because you're taking other people's energy doesn't mean you lose who you are. No. You get to be yourself and everyone else at the same time. That's amazing. So don't shy away from that. 'Cause we need you. We need you to show us what we're doing well, what we need to improve on, what we're feeling. 'Cause a lot of the times we have no idea what we're feeling. And then you come along and be like, oh shoot. Is that what's going on with me? Dang. All right, well. Okay, but we need you for that. We need you for that. So don't shy away from it. However, now there's a but. As a reflector, you also need to take time for yourself every day and just be alone. Like just be by yourself and come back to yourself, come back to your calm, kind of neutral energy of who you are. That is something you absolutely must do every single day. There's a lot of reflectors who are parents and they're like, oh, I go to work and I'm around all these people, and then I come home and I'm around my kids, and then I go to sleep, I'm around my partner, and I have no time. No, you need to make time every single day to be alone and come back to who you are. Come back to your calmness and your neutrality. Because if you don't, you will definitely burn out. So if you are a reflector, embrace your ability to become other people, but don't forget to come back to yourself every single day. So that is what I see for reflectors. Clinging to their identity rather than allowing themselves to, kind of flow. Staying in situations that don't make them feel good, seeing their sensitivity as a weakness, and rushing into impulsive decisions. Those are the big things for reflectors. So if you're a reflector, stop it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe to my channel because there's a lot more videos coming. There's more coming. And if you do, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.